talking of the dream, how I see Pakistan. And it was not very long ago. I was a student like you, not very long ago, which means please don't look at my gray hair. I was like you, trying to unfold the mysteries of life, trying to understand the development of the events around me. But I must confess that I was lucky. I was lucky because I had basic necessities of life. In our generation, we had power, electricity, gas, safe drinking water, security and peace. And I want to show you a little clipping which only shows how the powers of the world were actually giving respect to Pakistan. And then I will start again. Can I please have the clipping?
July 11th, 1961. Trumpets herald the arrival in Washington of the Pakistani jetliner bearing President Mohammed Ayub Khan. First to greet President Ayub is American President John F. Kennedy. With President Ayub is his lovely daughter, Begum Aurangzeb. The two presidents are joined by American Secretary of State Dean Rusk and other dignitaries. Mrs. Kennedy and Begum Aurangzeb exchange greetings. President Ayub makes his way along the reception line, while President Kennedy greets each member of the visiting Pakistani party. Prominent among them are Pakistan's Minister of External Affairs, Manzoor Qadir, and Minister of Finance, Mohammad Shoaib.
It is a great pleasure and great honor for me to welcome our distinguished visitor, President of Pakistan. We are glad to have you here because you come as the head of an important and powerful country which is allied with us in CETO, which is associated with us in CENTO, which represents a powerful force for freedom in your area of the world.
I am overwhelmed by the warmth of reception, Mr. President, you have given me, and very kind words you have expressed about my country and its relationship with your country. Now I'm looking forward to having the opportunity of exchanging views with you, and I have no doubt that our area of understanding will enlarge as a result of it, and our friendship will get stronger.
Full military honors are paid to President Ayub, World War II veteran of the Burma Front and the former commander of his country's armed forces. In Mr. Kennedy's new presidential limousine, the two presidents acknowledged the cheers of the throngs. The end of the parade finds the presidential party at the Blair House, the president's official guest house, where the distinguished visitor will stay for the first 3 days of his 8-day visit in the United States. A few miles up the Potomac River from Washington is Mount Vernon, home of George Washington, the first president of the United States. President Ayub and his daughter are the guests of President and Mrs. Kennedy at a state dinner there. It is the first time a state dinner is held at this historic shrine.
छोटी सी ये क्लिपिंग सिर्फ ये दिखाती है कि कितने थोड़े से सालों में वक्त कहाँ से कहाँ चला गया. दिस वॉज द काइंड ऑफ रिसेप्शन दैट वी रिसीव्ड, और आज के हालात सबके सामने हैं. दिस वॉज हाउ आवर जनरेशन वॉज गिवन द रेन्स ऑफ द कंट्री पाकिस्तान. वी वर गिवन the charge of Pakistan. But I regret and I confess that we have totally failed our nation, our country. We as a generation. I'm not talking about you lot, but now we look at this and now we look at the situation right now. We have not only depleted all our necessities, but our country is in total shambles. Our industries are on standstill. I have witnessed the creation of Bangladesh. I have witnessed the bomb blast at Hajvery camp, assassination of Ziaul Haq, assassination of Benazir Bhutto, crash of Air Blue in Islamabad, attack on naval headquarters in Karachi, attack on GHQ, Kargil war, and now the memo scandal. It is so strange that we don't have any answer to any of these debacles. Think about it. I believe there's an invisible mafia which is controlling everything. And people sitting at the helm of the affairs, some of them, are being controlled by this mafia. And that is why we have the unprecedented rise in the fuel and gas prices, totally collapsed railway network, PIA is almost grounded, steel mill, textile industry in Faisalabad, pharmaceutical industry after this scandal, rental power plants, sports and surgical industry in Sialkot is at a complete halt because of the non-availability of electricity. We have bomb blast, we have target killing now and then. Our rivers are drying up, thanks to the most incompetent Mr. Jamaat Ali Shah, who was the Commissioner of Indus Water, allowed India to raise its dam to 72 meters in Layar district and 42 meters in Sura River. And he escaped. His name was on ECL. As a consequence, now we'll have less water from India, although we are a country which has the largest canal network. We will now be importing sugar and rice. I would like to show you another clipping. When I was on my way to Lahore from Multan, there was a convoy of loaded sugarcane trucks and trolleys, and this was in front of a sugar mill one day, and it was at least 3 miles of road that had the trolleys and truck there. This is the kind of production that we have. And just to remind you, that we have 73 such mills in Pakistan. But I don't see any reason, and at least it is not known to me, that we import sugar. After a little while, the single file becomes double, and the sugar mills are importing sugar. Think about it. Is there any reason for us to import when we have 73 sugar mills in our country? Every monsoon season, we see hundreds of innocent lives swept away by the floods. Look at the incompetency that we are unable to make dams or dikes to control the flow of water. Chalo, ye flood hai. Asmani aafat bhi ho sakti hai. But you've heard of the Nala in Pindi and Lyari Nadi in Karachi. Choti si to cheez hai na ye. Wahan par bhi in every monsoon season, we cannot control these channels. Reason unknown. 64 years of Pakistan's existence, and we have not been able to take care of Lyari Nadi or Lai Nala in Pindi. What have we done to our country? We have those pseudo-intellectuals talking on television channels. They are abusing, they are fighting, and they do not realize that they're draining away everything in Pakistan. We know that it's hypocrisy. We know that they have vested interest. What do? We have gone wrong. This is the Pakistan that we all thought and dreamed of? No. This is a very gloomy country for my generation. But then there's always a other side to the coin. Let me see and tell you the hindsight. We are giving you a nuclear Pakistan. The nuclear Pakistan is going to the youth. It is people like Malala Yousafzai, Assam ul Haq, and many other, Arafa Karim, that our country is going to be in safe hands, in the hands of the youth, and that is you. And I know that you can change it. You can bring it to the point where it is actually a dream come true. I think, and I know, and I request you to get a Operation Cleanup sort of a project. Spare no one. I have no mercy and have no soft corners for anybody who's done bad to our country. I see a Pakistan with high literacy rate. I see a healthy Pakistan, a healthy population. I see a crime-free Pakistan. I see insurmountable defense. I see prosperity, and I see justice in Pakistan. And I know that we all, not only just you, but all of us know that Allah has blessed this country with amazing, amazing powers, riches. 4 seasons, we can grow our crops, we can export also. We have amazing landscapes, but we don't have a tourist industry. I see a Pakistan which has tourism developing, a popular Pakistan where people could come and see the highest 5 peaks of the world. I see a Pakistan where there's law and order, there's peace and tranquility, where there's justice for everyone, and where there's justice in time, and there's accountability. I see a Pakistan where the provinces are in harmony. I see a developed Balochistan. I see a lot coming from the rig, I think Rico Dig from Balochistan. We see a prosperous and healthy Pakistan. I know that you can do it. I know that when I can dream of a Pakistan where people have civic sense, it is possible, because it's only 1.5-hour flight from here to Dubai that people step onto the Dubai airport and they start queuing up. They are in one straight line. But over here, there's no civic sense. No rules and regulations are followed by the people. But I know that we can do it. We can have people who can empathize and sympathize with the people who need us. A Pakistan which is free of violence against women, where women are not buried, where women are not burnt, where women are not thrown acid upon their faces, because there will be law, justice given in time, where there will be competent people heading the institutions. I strongly believe that incompetency harbors incompetency. If we have incompetent people, they will employ incompetent people. So let's not do that. I know, inshallah ta'ala, that a Pakistan which has everything which I have dreamed of, that dream will come true, because it's going to be in very good, safe and strong hands of our youth. And I know that inshallah ta'ala, there will be a time when maybe after few years, I'm going to color my hair now, so that you don't start asking my age, but I will have a Pakistan which is a dream, and that will also come true, not just for me, but for all of you. Thank you very much.